It's now time to proceed to Anokhe Rang. The founder, the host and the genius maestro of Anokhe Rang is Dr. Krishan Chhabra. Each episode of Anokhe Rang is quite unique. Today, the same uniqueness takes us to Dr. Chhabra's ultimate without ultimatum. Let's capture that.
Hello, I'm Dr. Krishan Chhabra and welcome to Anokhe Rang. Today's topic is ultimate without ultimatum. It may seem to be a little strange topic, however, it is somber, thought-provoking and yet very significant and extremely vital. The other day I was reading a book and came across a favorite quote from Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever. Although I had heard this quote before, but this time I paused and started to think, what exactly did Mahatma Gandhi mean when he said, live as if you were to die tomorrow? The more I thought, deeper I began to think. As if I was dreaming, what does it mean for my family to be without me? Not knowing why, I just opened my closet and looked at the pile of files which I had been planning to sort for a very long time. Yes, it has some important financial and estate planning documents that my family needs and must have. Although a lot of documents are no longer needed and can be shredded or just discarded. But wait, do I want my family to go through the misery and trouble of going through all these documents, especially when they have no clue where to look for and for which document? I dreaded the very thought of agony and desperation that my family would experience in trying to sort through my mess. What would take me hours would certainly take them several long and frustrated days. Suddenly, I felt an aha moment. If we are going on a vacation or preparing for a party, we think of and plan for every little detail to make sure we are ready and things go right. Yet, we do not take time to think about and take steps to be ready for the ultimate journey of our life. What must be done if we had 1 day to live, 1 week to live, 1 month to live, 1 year to live? I think you get the picture. It's all about priorities. Depending on the age and the stage of life, your goals and priorities are likely to be different. You may be young and growing up, you may have a profession, you may be married, you may have children and raising a family, you may have grandchildren, or you may be retired and enjoying your golden years. Your goals and priorities will evolve and change as you transition from one stage of life to the next. Yet these goals and priorities are likely to revolve around similar elements and may have a common thread: yourself, family, friends, and society. How to take care of yourself, your body, your mind, your soul, healthy diet, exercise, yoga, meditation. Think about a balanced, holistic approach. What about your purpose of education, starting a profession, advancement in a career, raising children, their growth, saving for their education, providing for the day-to-day necessities of the life, for your family, love, harmony and peace in the family, saving for your retirement? Oh yes, it's never too early to start saving for your nest egg. The power of compounding is simply awesome when the time is on your side. What about financial and estate planning to ensure that your family will be taken care of? Do you need to provide care for your aging parents or the elderly? What about service to the community, helping the poor and the needy? What about charities? What about your interests and hobbies? Yes, they do have a special place in providing a pleasant change and enrichment in your otherwise hectic and frantic day-to-day life. What legacy do you want to leave behind? How would you like to be remembered? And if you think at a higher level, what is the purpose of your life? What about your goals about spirituality? How do you balance materialism and spirituality? And the list goes on and on and on. It sure sounds to be overwhelming, confusing, and daunting list of questions about goals and priorities. But the good news is that you need only to focus on a subset of these questions that are relevant based on your age and stage of life right now. Let me share some quotes on this subject. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Mark Twain. Every man's life ends the same way. It's only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguished one man from another. Ernest Hemingway. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I have encountered to help me make big choices in life, because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what's truly important. Steve Jobs. I would rather die a meaningful death than to live a meaningless life. Corazon Aquino. As a well-spent day brings a very happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. Leonardo da Vinci. The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where one ends and the other begins? Edgar Allan Poe. Some people die at 25 and are not buried until 75. Benjamin Franklin. So well said about living a full life. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. Mahatma Buddha. As someone had said, every human being is born with an expiration date. It's just that no one knows the exact date of one's ultimate departure. This statement is similar to my topic in that we get no ultimatum or warning for the ultimate time of our life. In a literal sense, perhaps that's what Gandhiji meant when he said, live as if you were to die tomorrow. But I think Gandhiji's real message is echoed by the above famous quotes, and that is, do not fear life. Live a full and purposeful life. Sure, we can make a list of our immediate, short-term and long-term goals and priorities, but the key is implementation. Somehow we procrastinate and follow the path of least resistance. What's the rush, we say? We will get to it sooner or later. And somehow, some of the items that are very crucial and time sensitive never gets done, and it may be too late. Now, listen to these famous names. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Martin Luther King Jr., the civil rights leader. Pablo Picasso, the famous artist. Howard Hughes, entrepreneur and a billionaire. Sonny Bono, the singer and an entertainer. And Prince, multi-talented artist. Would you like to guess what do these men have in common? Well, all of them passed away without a will. What was their excuse for not having a will? Procrastination. Simply had not gotten around to make a will. Surely an unexcusable action for something extremely important and vital that could have taken only a little time. You can well imagine the long drawn and bitter fight over their estate, costing enormous amount of money in legal fees, not to mention about the hassle and agony suffered by the surviving family and the relatives. So, take time, think, and put yourself in the situation of the surviving family. How would you feel about the unfinished business? What about going through the mess and clutter left behind that you are now forced to take care of? Perhaps that's what Mahatma Gandhi's message provides the motivation. Take care of the crucial and vital items in a timely manner. As for the second part of Gandhiji's quote, learn as if you were to live forever. It is a profound and a refreshing statement. You're never too old to learn. I would like to give you two examples. Priscilla Sitinei, a midwife from Nandalat in rural in Kenya, had never had any education as she was growing up. Now, she started attending a local school to learn to read and write, along with 6 of her great-great-grandchildren. Guess what? At the age of 90. How amazing. And Betty Jones from Huddersfield in United Kingdom started to learn driving and got her first driver's license at the age of 92. Truly credible, truly incredible. There goes the saying that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So always look for the opportunity and new things to learn. They keep you active mentally and spiritually, enhance your knowledge, and certainly complement living life to the fullest. Albert Einstein put it very nicely. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. And finally, wishing you all a very happy 2018. May the new year bring you good health, happiness, peace, and prosperity every single day. Well, it's also the time when we make resolutions. So why not pause for a moment, think seriously about your goals and priorities, plans, and yes, do implement what Mahatma Gandhi has said. Remember, life is a journey. Every new day is a step forward. Learn from your past mistakes, keep the future in mind, but always live in the present. Think positive, have a positive attitude, and do your best you can with what God has given you. Be a decent human being, enjoy the little things in life, spread sunshine, and try to make a difference and live life to its fullest every single day. Please join me again on the first Sunday of next month for another segment of Anokhe Rang. Namaskar.